Hello all, welcome to another pick-up pile reading. I've been sick the last few days, which explains this very mild voice. I'm usually very energetic, cheerful, as you may know from my previous videos, but I'm still recovering, and I thought it's been a whole full week since I posted a reading, so I have to do this. So the theme for today's reading is going to be, what soul lessons are you being pushed to learn? Because as a collective, I think we are going through this kind of tower moment where we are being pushed to learn a lot of things. Okay, it's like we are being compelled to learn things that we may have neglected, or it's like this test from the universe about our manifestations. Especially, do you really want that manifestation, or are you comfortable sending back and forth messages to the universe? That's the kind of vibe that I get from what's happening in our lives as a collective, okay, as a general team. So without further ado, we'll get to the reading, but before that, I want you to take a deep breath to pick your pile. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes first. That's the first step. Take a deep breath. Hold that breath for 4 or 5 seconds and then gently release it. The minute you open your eyes, the pile that you are instantly drawn to is your pile. Okay, you could also be attracted to more than one pile at the same time. For this purpose, for this reading, we will be using 2 tarot decks, okay, 2 oracle decks, Empath activation cards by Stephanie Red Feather. This is a very, very good deck, a very intuitive deck that I deeply love and use for personal readings. And this is a Lenormand deck, the Fairytale Lenormand deck. Okay, so I usually go by my intuition. I don't usually go by the rule. The guidebook, you may know this already. If you chose the first pile, what life lessons or soul lessons are you being pushed to learn? We will draw one card from the soul empath activation cards. Okay, one card from this, please. One card. What soul lesson are you being pushed to learn by the universe? What is it? Natural rhythms and cycles. Okay, this is card number 9. Your sleep cycle could be kind of disturbed right now because you are healing at a very major level, pile 1. You are going through this heavy purging stage, release of emotions, where your heart and mind are getting balanced. Okay, recently your mind could have said something, your heart could have said something, there was a clash, you didn't know what you wanted, you started isolating yourself, you started acting from a place of imbalance, you either procrastinated a lot or jumped into things full circle, in the sense that being in the Knight of Wands mode, being too much in the masculine energy or being too much in the feminine energy. There was no balance here, okay? And you are being brought into this center space, this balanced state, okay, as we speak. So which explains the confused state that you could be in right now, okay? Because of this, you need to be getting a lot of rest, pile 1, okay? Don't feel guilty about it. If you've been feeling like, I don't feel productive, I need to feel productive, you could be a very hard worker. You could attribute this sense of I only feel good when I feel productive. Stop doing it to yourself, okay? Because at this point of life, at this phase, all you need, pile 1, is a lot of rest and relaxation. That's what's coming through, okay? Your throat chakra could be kind of disturbed right now, a lot of suppressed emotions. Like I told you, I sense a strong heart-mind imbalance here, okay? So your throat chakra could be like super triggered right now. That's what I see. And your solar plexus chakra as well. Diffidence, not knowing whether you want that manifestation or not, or trying to send back and forth messages to the universe. You really need to have a good cry, pile one. Stop running away from yourself. This is the message that I get. Okay, so we'll get to what soul lessons are you meant to learn, because that's the main theme, right? Yeah. Okay, this is very interesting. You could also be going through this massive DNA level upgrade right now. You are the ancestral pattern breaker in your family, okay? And you usually have this tendency to outgrow people and situations in your life, like super fast, pile one. Okay, so this is what the card tries to tell you. Okay, the sole lesson that you need to learn is to not feel guilty when you outgrow situations or people in your life that don't serve your highest good any longer. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to take the responsibility to fix things. Okay, I see I don't have the tarot cards in front of me, but I see the Ten of Wands card in front of me when I close my eyes. You are carrying a lot of burdens that are not even yours, pile one. You're a very spiritual being, okay? And you are supposed to cut cords with people when they have contributed their share of knowledge with you, okay? Yeah, you're a very spiritual being, you're a very wise old soul. You could be attracting a lot of energy vampires at this point because of your precious energy. But trust me, pile one, you are meant to cut cords with people who no longer resonate with your highest good, and not feel guilty about it. The problem here is you let your mind or heart dictate to you about values that are societal in nature. Values are social constructions of reality, pile one. Okay? You are a spiritual being. You need to create your own rules. So what I want you to do right away with this guilt, especially, I told you before, you need to have a really good cry, because you being the Ten of Wands card is all about this huge burden that this person is carrying uphill. Okay, there is a solution. You can put the weight down. You can put all those burdens down if you wish. But are you willing to make that choice? What use is it if you want to satisfy the women fancy of the people in your lives, and take the responsibility to be this good girl, or this responsible guy that's not serving you anymore, because you are not meant to follow societal values. You are meant to follow your own spiritual guidance system, because you don't know your own value. And the more you awaken to yourself, the more you will see the changes in your life. I see strong relocation for most of you here, because for people like you, you're not meant to stay in one place for too long. You're not meant to be with one person for too long. I don't know. It's not easy to accept, right? We are still society bound. We still follow rules. We still function from a place of rules, systems, regulations. But you, my dear pile one, you are meant to break them all. That's the message that I get here, okay? So yes, you are meant to amass a lot of fortune in this lifetime. I don't know where that came from. And enter new soul contracts from time to time. There is a major collaboration coming your way in the next 2-3 days. Whenever you're listening to this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're listening to this, there is a major collaboration coming your way. You are also being asked to embrace new cycles in your life. You just ended an old cycle and entered a new cycle, and it's not easy first. When you first enter a new cycle, it's not easy to embrace that change, which could explain the massive health related problems you could be facing right now, okay? Because the cells, I told you before, you are going through this massive DNA activation. Your body could be revolting, but it's all fine. You're being protected, pile one, okay? Your karma is that in this present life, of your own choice, of your own volition, is to cut old cords and enter new soul contracts willingly, or you will be pushed by life to sever ties. Yes, I hope you got that message. So we will be using the Lenormand cards for, additional messages. Okay, what soul lessons are you being pushed to learn by the universe at this phase of your life? We'll see two cards. Okay, we'll also accept reversals so we know what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, ring in reverse. Very interesting. This is an emerald ring. This is a genie, yes. Genie from a lamp. Wish fulfillment is on the horizon, but you are self-sabotaging it. Pile 1, I'm very sorry. A wish fulfillment is on the horizon, okay? So the soul lesson, we are talking about soul lesson. What are you being pushed to learn? You always sabotage your own success because of your self-doubt. So you end up sending back and forth messages to the universe. Just start believing in yourself, Palwan. That's the soul lesson that you are being pushed to learn. Supposing you have identified somebody as your twin flame, okay, or your partner, but you keep asking yourself, is this really the one for me? You are so fixated on rules, pile 1. That's what the message is all about for you. There are no rules for you. You need to exercise your choices. I see strong Virgo placements for this pile. Strong earth sign energy. Inflexibility. Yeah. Always seeking external signs. Stop. Pile 1 for your own good. Okay? Stop seeking signs from the universe. Stop seeking signs from tarot readers. What does your heart say? Go accordingly. Okay? Listen to your heart. Listen to your gut instinct. Listen to your intuition. Don't let your mind dictate to you what you need to be doing with your life. Don't let rules stop you from living the life of your dreams. Don't let other people tell you this is a rule. You cannot go overboard. No. It's time for you to start living your life king size or queen size. Pile 1. You could be sabotaging your own success by self-doubt. So self-doubt is a recurring theme here. If you look at past instances, this could have been a major pattern in your life. Something was about to come through, but you started doubting this person's intention, but this new career opportunity is about to come through, but you start doubting yourself, am I really fit for this opportunity? And there would have been a detour, a delay, or a cancellation. Please address this, pile 1. Okay, this is the soul lesson that you are being pushed to learn. There is also a relocation for most of you here. If you've been wanting it, if you've been manifesting it, it's coming. Especially with respect to love, relationships, a new beginning is on the way. But stop doubting yourself. You could use some crown chakra affirmations. Yeah, please Google the term crown chakra affirmations. Repeat them at least for 10 days. Okay, I want you to take this up very, very seriously. Your self-doubt is your biggest enemy. Well, we'll have one more card. What soul lesson are you being pushed? Child in reverse. This gives me the inner child vibes. As I told you before, you are someone that's meant to live your life like a child, full of wild abandon, but in the name of responsibility. I told you before, the 10 of Wands comes to mind. In the name of responsibility, you have been taking all those burdens onto you when they are not even yours. That's the problem here. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You're still a child at heart. Start watching fairy tale movies. Start believing in fairy tales. Start believing in yourself. That's the key theme coming here. Pile 1. I'm very sorry you had to go through all those abandonment issues in the past. I think they are resurfacing at this point, but you're in a safe space, pile one. And that safe space is you. Because look at you. Where were you 10 years back? Where are you now? Look at you. I want you to feel super proud of yourself. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back and say, look into the mirror and tell yourself, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the version that I now am. Lord Ganesha is with you all the time. He's protecting you, providing for you. He will make sure you're abundant all through your life. Don't worry about career or finances. He is with you all the time. Incidentally, I also see a rabbit here. Rabbits also symbolize prosperity and abundance. If you've been worrying about some finance related stuff, don't worry. You are meant for abundance. Okay? Yeah, you are meant for abundance. Pile one. Especially wealth in terms of, monetary abundance. Because we're already abundant. Yeah, we're already abundant, but money is going to be coming to you from all directions very soon. This is card 13. This is 25, 7 and 4. 7 and death. Okay. 7 is the chariot card, we know. I was just talking about relocation. It's coming through. As I told you before, you are not meant to stay in one place for too long. Declutter your wardrobe. Throw away clothes that are more than 2 years old. I know it's not easy. It's not easy. But do it. I recently did it. I felt this huge surge of energy that's indescribable. Do it. Do it. And 13 card. 13 is the death card. You could have strong Scorpio placements in your chart, or Jupiter could be the 8th house in your, sitting in the 8th house in your birth chart. Okay? Very intense people, very spiritual, psychic, healers, clairvoyance. You are amazing, Paiwan. But at this point of life, you're feeling super confused about your identity. But trust me, this is all changing. It's time for you to feel safe in yourself. Okay? Both are in reverse. So you could be feeling totally abandoned and energyless from time to time, and that's okay. These periods come to you when you need to be feeling super compassionate towards yourself, because you are there for everybody all the time. But have you shown up for yourself, Paiwan? Start thinking about it, start journaling, start asking yourself this question all the time. Am I showing up for myself? How can I do that better? Yeah. Tend to your inner child needs. Okay? Yeah. All those fears that you see on the outside are an embodiment of your inner child wounds. Okay? What if I don't get to live the life of my dreams? What if it's all an illusion? No, it's not an illusion. Life is not an illusion. Okay? You will get there someday, pile one. But the only thing you need to conquer is yourself, not even your fear, because your fear is an embodiment of something that you've been telling yourself. So the way you talk to yourself matters. You are standing in the way of your success. I'm not complaining, I'm not judging you, but this is the harsh truth. Okay? Yes. Tend to your inner child wounds. Make sure she's happy all the time. Sing out loud. You could be singers, or could be related to the arts industry. Watch a fairy tale movie. Yeah, like Cinderella, Frozen comes to mind. Start believing, start hoping. Don't lose that childlike innocence. Don't lose that faith. Your faith is your superpower. Your childlike innocence is your superpower. Cry it all out. I want you to cry. Pile one. It's safe for you to cry. This is all I have for you. If you like this reading, please share this with your family and friends, like, subscribe and comment below as to what your current level of energy is, and if this resonated, all those things. Okay, so bye for now. We'll now get to the second pile. For the second pile, we'll see what soul lessons they are being pushed to learn. Pile 2, what soul lessons you are being pushed to learn by the universe. Okay, we will be using the Empath activation cards and the Fairytale Lenormand deck. Okay, so we'll draw one card from this. Evolutionary Empath. Okay. You may have a feeling you keep running in circles. This is card 36. Very interesting. Hermit. You could have been in the hermit mode recently, or you're willingly embracing the hermit mode. Good for you, pile 2. Good for you. Because there are a lot of major events taking place in your life that are outside of your control. You could be control freaks. So the major life lesson, soul lesson that you are meant to learn is things are outside of your control right now, because major planetary transits are happening in your case. You could also try to, if you are interested, analyze your birth chart, or you could also try to consult an astrologer at this point of time if you're feeling you're running around in circles, not knowing what to do with your life. This is the card. Okay, so yeah, what I want you to do is either consult an astrologer, or if you're not interested in astrology, just trust the process, because there are major planetary happenings occurring in your life that you have no control over at this point of your life. By no means am I saying you don't have free will. It's just that it's time for you to surrender all your worry, all your ego-based thinking, all your fears to the universe. The Hanged Man comes to mind. Yeah. This could be a recurring theme in your life. Some problem comes up, some tower moment comes up, and you start wondering how you can fix the problem. Yeah, that's not serving you any longer, pile 2. Your soul lesson that you are being pushed to learn is to trust the process and surrender totally. Realize that there is only so much that you can do from your end. Yes. And that there are things beyond your control that you cannot do anything about. Okay? So, but don't worry, this is all happening for a reason. Okay? For your highest good. Everything is conspiring in your favor, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. You could be feeling abandoned, isolated, not knowing what you're doing with your life is what I'm getting. Clockwork Orange comes to mind. So you could be feeling like, I'm living the same day over and over again. I need some clarity. Yeah. At this point of life, at this point of, this phase of your life, you are meant to not know. I know that's kind of contradictory, because the point of this reading is to guide you, to guide us humans, right? That's what the Ascended Masters intend. But in this case, it's very peculiar. In your reading, I see that you are not meant to know all the details at this point. Shunya comes before my eyes. Zero, black, the black hole comes in front of my eyes when I close my eyes, which tells me the future is going to be a mystery for you. You are just meant to surrender control. Okay, so surrendering, it's very interesting that we're talking about the soul lesson that you are being pushed to learn. The more you start acting from your heart, your intuition, instead of your mind, pile two, the more, supposing there is this scenario of someone hurting you and you hurting them back, stop doing it. You seeking that vindictive, having that vindictive streak, wanting to hurt them back, wanting to, supposing the problem is with them, supposing they have done something wrong to you, just keep silent. Karma will do its part. You don't have to do anything. Okay? The more you try to take initiatives based out of the ego, the more you act recklessly. Yeah. The more you try to hurt people, even subconsciously. I know this is kind of creepy. I've never delivered a reading like this before, but it's very, very interesting. The more you start acting from your ego mind, the more you will keep running in circles. It's time for you to trust the process. It's time for you to not worry about the happenings in your life. It's time for you to just be. Oh my God, this is the essence of spirituality, right? Not doing anything, not wanting anything, but just exist. I don't feel like speaking now, which tells me you could be very spiritual people. Yeah. If you've been worrying about your material needs, it's all coming together. Don't worry. But what I want you, the universe wants you to do right away, at this instant, is to let it all out and let it go. Surrender. Act from a place of surrender. If you keep clinging to your ego mind, you will resist the changes, major changes coming into your life at this point of your life. Okay? A major soul contract is coming your way, but you've been resisting it. Right? You've been resisting this change because what if I see a ladybug in front of my eyes? Ladybug is all about, I think that symbolizes good fortune. It's coming your way, but you've been resisting this new change because of a lot of factors. We'll not go too deep into them because you will know, the moment I said this, you will know how you've been resisting those changes. It's as if you're afraid of your own success, which is bad. Since we're talking about the soul lesson here, this could be a recurring pattern in your life, pile 2. Yeah. Surrender is your theme. No matter what happens, when things go awry, just surrender. Don't do anything. Even if you're hurt, even if you're left out in the cold, cry it all out. But seek yourself. Don't try to stab or hurt other people with your words, with your actions, with anything. Okay? Don't do it. Don't stoop to that level. That's what I'm getting here. I get a lot of wounded heart chakra vibes here. You've been hurt recently and it's showing in the reading. Yeah. Cleanse your heart chakra. Okay? Do this ritual, a very simple ritual. Close your eyes. Imagine taking out your heart from deep inside, within. Take it out, hold it sacredly in the palm of your hands, okay? And visualize a lot of arrows piercing your heart, okay? Remove them very softly, very tenderly, because it's your heart we're talking about, okay? This organ that we're talking about, not chakra, not the subtle element, but this physical entity, okay? Remove all those arrows, how many ever you visualize. remove all those arrows one by one, throw them away. And with a moisturizer or anything, usually when we are hurt, we apply some kind of an oil or moisturizer, right? Lotion, anything. With coconut oil or moisturizer, whatever you feel compelled to use. Just after you throw away all those arrows, heal your heart with the moisturizer, okay? Apply it evenly and then fix, put it back, put the heart into your body again. You will feel a major difference. That vindictive streak will go out of your system. Yeah. So yes, do this as often as you can. Not just now, repeat this. Because this could be essential for you in your lifetime, okay? Or until you learn this lesson. After which you will no longer need this. So we'll now move on to the Lenormand deck. 2 cards please. We'll also accept reversals. What soul lessons are you being pushed to learn? Pile 2. We'll draw 2 cards. Sky. This is card 10. Sky. Okay. Card 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck. So that tells me, as I told you before, I see apples here, a lot of abundance, new soul contract is coming your way. There is also a tree here which is all about abundance. A tree symbolizes something that sprouts from the ground up and grows into this massive stuff, right? Something's about to take off in your life, okay? But yeah, you are afraid of your own success, and without intentionally doing it. This is very complex. What was I saying? Yeah, without intentionally doing it, you sabotage. You could also be attracted to pile 1, but that's kind of, the psychology there is kind of different. But in your case, because of your past abandonment wounds, because of pile 1 has already done all the healing that they needed to. Oh, what am I doing? I think this is heavy throat chakra issue here, okay? Maybe you were silenced in the past. Pile 1 has done the healing already, but in your case, you need to be working on your root chakra healing, pile 2. Now I get it. Until then, you will keep sabotaging your own success, okay? So because your root chakra and solar plexus chakra are deeply intertwined, whenever you feel unstable, whenever you feel ungrounded, it will severely affect your solar plexus chakra. You will start procrastinating work, you will start feeling lazy, you will not do things on time, you will not be punctual, it will affect your energy levels very easily. So it's very important for you at this point of time to do some root chakra healing work, pile 2. That's what I get here. Yeah. Opportunities could come, help could come to you from all directions, could be right in front of you, but you will miss it because you will think, is this really help, or are people out there trying to attack me? As I told you, I see a lot of heart chakra related issues, not trusting people because of past hurt. This all needs to change. Even if people genuinely try to help you, you self-sabotage it by asking yourself, can I trust this person? Because he comes to me trying to help me willingly. Can I trust this person? Oh my God. You could also chase a lot of people in your relationships. Yeah, you have the chasing dynamic because of your insecurities deep down. Pile 2, there's a lot of root chakra healing for you to be done. First and foremost, forgive your primary caretakers, and then forgive yourself. You can use the term root chakra healing on YouTube, read more about it, but I really want you to pay attention to your root chakra issues because you have severe abandonment issues. Yeah, this is the soul lesson that you need to learn. Severe abandonment issues. Right. One more, please. The moon in reverse. Very interestingly, moon card has this chariot like figure in the tarot deck. This chariot moving in the direction of the moon, which tells me, as I told you, you could be resisting a lot of changes, not going with the flow of life. Okay, you are meant to go with the flow of life. That's what it tells me, because the moon symbolizes intuition. It's card number 32, which is 5, the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant is someone who is sure of himself, not just because of the rules that he set, or he's like this authoritative figure, but he is also this happy figure. Look at his round cheeks. He's a fun guy. Okay, and in some of the texts, the Hierophant is this laughing, this being in the moment guy. Okay, not very secretive. That's the kind of vibe that I get here. So it's also 8, which is interesting. Strength. This is J. Okay, so you are meant to go with the flow of life. This is also another soul lesson that's coming through. Stop using your mind to think about worst case scenarios. Okay, like I told you, someone genuinely tries to help you, someone genuinely wants to collaborate with you, but you're like, what intentions do they have? If this person wants to help me, what is in it for them? Why would they willingly come to help me? Something is wrong. No, pile 2. It's your own abandonment issues that are trying to stop you from accepting that help. Receiving help could be a major problem for you. You're so used to giving that your ego may not accept receiving help. You may need to focus on this aspect as well. Pile 2. Focus on your sacral chakra. Yeah. And for a few of you here, you have a lot of intuitive psychic abilities that you've been ignoring, wantedly ignoring. People may have tried to shut you down by making you doubt yourself, that it's your overthinking mind that's making you think this way. No, it's your intuition that's trying to warn you. Okay, and your intuition is trying to come out. So be discerning whom you give your energy to at this point. All the very best, pile 2. So this is all I have for you. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you've not already done so. Like, comment, and connect with me if you want to. So yes, we'll now move on to the third pile. What soul lessons are you being pushed to learn? Pile 3. We'll be using 2 decks, the Empath activation cards, Oracle deck, and the Lenormand deck. Okay, so we'll take one card from this deck. As you may know, I go by my intuitive abilities. I don't go by the guidebook. Doingness, beingness. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting, because this tells me you are a bundle of contradictions and you're meant to be that way. Very interesting. This is card number 2. Gives me High Priestess vibes. You are a multitasker. You're a very spiritual being, pile 3. Very spiritual. And I see an octopus here. 2 octopuses, which tell me, octopus is known for its psychic ability. Okay, the life lesson, the soul lesson that you are being pushed to learn right off the bat is to embrace your psychic gifts without abandon. Okay, you've been dishonoring yourself. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean for it to come off as this direct, but You've been dishonoring your commitment to this earth space by dimming your psychic gifts. Okay, if you are in a regular 9 to 5 job, that's okay. Carry on with your work. We all need money. Doesn't mean tarot readers or energy workers don't earn money, but if you are into a regular 9 to 5 job, you don't feel like getting into you know healing, any kind of healing modalities or tarot full time, that's perfectly fine, but spend at least 30 minutes a day meditating, okay, or helping others, guiding others, because you are meant for this. Pile 3. I didn't intend for this reading to become a spiritual reading, but in your case, I think that's the truth that's trying to come out. Okay? You've been dimming your light. You've been trying to consciously dim down your psychic gifts. What a tragedy is this, Pile 3. It's a recurring theme. Something, yeah, in the past, in your past life, someone may have ostracized you because of your psychic gifts, because of which you still have this subconscious lingering figure about, why did I say figure? I'm sorry. Fear about you as to whether you should or should not do it. Stop doing it to yourself. You are meant for this. Pile 3, you are meant to transmute darkness into light. You are meant to lead humanity into light. You are meant to step up, show the way to the world, okay, for them to follow through, to follow you into the light. You are meant to give the direction, provide the direction for other people to follow through. You're highly individualistic, you're highly talented, you're highly skillful, you're extremely gifted. But you have been consciously dimming your light. It's conscious self-abandonment because of this past life energy is what I'm getting. Yeah. So this is a soul lesson that you need to learn, Pile 3. I see the Knight of Pentacles in front of my eyes. Don't rush into this, because it may become an aversion, something that you hate if you rush into it. Do it step by step, okay, which is why we have the doingness, beingness card, okay. Doingness, beingness, as in there is a duality here, right? Doing is all about an extension of the being, right? Yeah, right. This is metaphysics, I know, but I'm only explaining it so we all know how powerful you really are. Beingness is this. Supposing I am a being, okay, an existent being, okay. Supposing I try to create something, a novel, or this platform, this online platform. So while existing as an entity with multiple roles about me, I also create this one role that is destined for me, which I know is destined for me. Yeah, which I know is destined for me. So according to this analogy, yeah, right. With the octopus here, it only confirms you are meant to become a spiritual leader. You may have a doubt, if I follow spirituality, what will happen to my family? The people around you may make you think of spirituality as something that's divorced from life, but it's not, okay? Spirituality is all about, true spirituality is all about applying spirituality, spiritual lessons in our everyday lives. True spirituality is practical spirituality, what you do with your life at this instant. It's not about meditating all the time. Spirituality is not about divorcing yourself from your kids, your family, your friends. That's not the point. True spirituality is in the here and now. doesn't lie outside. Okay, so yeah, I get the high priestess vibes. We know who the high priestess is. Very intuitive, psychic, someone who's meant to share her wisdom with the whole world. She also has this book, right? I think you are meant to, yeah, you're already downloading a lot of information from your Akashic records, yeah, from your past lives about your spiritual gifts. As I told you before, I saw the Knight of Pentacles. Please don't rush into this process. Meditate every day, okay? Start advising people in your immediate circle about what they can do to come out of the situation that they are in. It could be spiritual counseling, it could be life coaching, it could be anything. But you are not meant to hold yourself back any longer, Pile 3. This is the message that I'm strongly getting. You should not dim your spiritual light. That's the message that I'm very strongly getting. The more you dim your light, the more problems you will create. Right? Great. Okay, so we'll now check out two cards from the Lenormand deck as to what soul lessons are you being pushed to learn. House. Very interesting. This is card number 4. Okay. Okay. We were just talking about spirituality. This path is not for all. You could be feeling abandoned, not being felt, understood by other people, not feeling validated, but this path is not for all. We know this. Pile 3. This path, this spiritual path is not for all. It's not for the weak-hearted. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's only for the strong. And you are strong, my dear. Pile 3. You're strong. Never deny yourself that. You're very, very strong. Extremely strong. Yeah. What did I tell you about the Knight of Pentacles? Step by step progress. Do something today. Next day, make it 1% higher. Look at the stones here leading to the house. The stones here symbolize take the step one by one. Okay? Don't rush into the process because you will have this aversion to the thing that you are meant to do. Okay? So do it step by step. Don't rush into it. Give yourself a lot of compassion during this time. Yeah, be very compassionate towards yourself, and it's not for the faint-hearted. Look at this house. It lies in the woods. No, in the woods. There's nobody here. No neighbors. But that doesn't mean you are not meant for this. Deep down, you could be longing for connections, wanting to feel validated. I know how that feels like, and I'm not trying to judge you, but you can do this. You can make this happen. It's in your karma. If you choose to do this, your life is just going to take off. Pile 3. It's just going to catapult. Okay? You cannot imagine the life you will lead when you start taking up this journey. For a few of you here who already are into tarot or any kind of energy healing modality, step up. Okay? Step up. When was the last time you upgraded your skill? When was the last time? Are you becoming stagnant? Ask yourself this question. Are you becoming stagnant? Have you learned something new? Have you been trying to capitalize on what you already know? Or are you doing it for the world? Ask yourself these questions. I'm not trying to provoke you. I'm not trying to trigger you. These are questions that I just heard. Okay? Who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself or the world? Or are you doing it so you can make money out of it? Making money is not wrong, but if it becomes the end all, it's only for making money that I'm doing tarot. That's the problem, right? Your purpose is to serve humanity, Pile 3. Okay? And that should be the goal, not the money. Okay? You may have a tendency to miss the forest for the trees. That's being shown here. Yeah. We'll take one more card. What soul lessons are you being pushed to learn? Gentleman in reverse. It's time for you to step out of this gentlemanly energy is what I'm getting. Don't expect other people to fill your cup. Don't seek that validation from outside. The only validation you need lies deeper than you. You are your own validation, pile 3. This is the message that I'm very strongly getting. Okay? You are your own validation. Stop seeking that validation outside. Stop seeking other people to support you. Stop seeking wanting other people to encourage you. Stop wanting other people to give you that motivation, provide that motivation. If you're a tarot reader or a healer who's been feeling diffident or conscious about, sometimes we may have a tendency to doubt our own readings. Will it really resonate with the people that are listening to me, or am I just saying something gibberish? That's the energy that I get here. Start standing up for yourself. Start standing up for your gifts. Honor your gifts. Pile 3. With this, I'm ending the reading. Thank you so much for your trust in me, Pile 3. If you like this reading, please share this with your friends and family. Give it a thumbs up and comment if you want to. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.